word problems with multiples, a la Shmoop. Welcome one, welcome all to the city of AV. That's short for Acronymville. They abbreviate everything here. If you need to mail a letter, well, you go to the PO. If you're sick, you drink some CNS. If you had too many beans for lunch, well, you might want to have to make a run for the WC. You get the picture. The two big cheeses in this town are the joint mayors, LCM and GCF. LCM stands for least common multiple, and GCF stands for greatest common factor. These two are always disagreeing about the right way to run AV. For example, a few years ago when the two were discussing the growing WB problem, that's WB for water buffalo, GCF suggested they capture all the WBs that were roaming the streets and move them into pens. 48 male WBs and 36 female WBs had been sighted in the area. Well, GCF felt that each pen should have the same number of males and the same number of females, and that as few WBs should be kept in each pen as possible. Don't ask where he came up with that. He is just an elected official. He's got some weird ideas. Finding the prime factors of each number, GCF found that 48 broke down into 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, while 36 broke down into 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Well, the overlap between the two was 2 times 2 times 3, which comes out to 12, meaning that the maximum number of pens that could be built that would keep the same numbers of males and females in each pen would be 12. To see how many males and females are kept in each pen, just divide the original totals, 48 and 36, by the number of pens, and that's 12. 4 males to 3 males in each. But after GCF put his plan in action, LCM decided it'd be better to make the WBs the city's major export and sell them to neighboring towns. Well, since each pen now housed 4 males and 3 females, he wanted to find the least common factor of sets of each gender, so that he could put together packages of an equal number of males or females to attract potential buyers. Turns out that water buffaloes can be very cliquey. For example, he knew he could pull 3 females out of one pen and 3 out of another, but there would be no way to nab 6 males without upsetting the delicate social balance. To find the number he was looking for, LCM made this Venn diagram that included the prime factors of both 4 and 3, found where they overlapped, then multiplied all those numbers together. Well, since 2 times 2 times 1 times 3 is 12, LCM knew he could take 12 males, 3 sets of 4, and 12 females, 4 sets of 3, without throwing things out of whack. Well, the two still argue to this day about how the situation ideally should have been handled, but deep down we think they consider one another good friends. BFFs.